Hey everyone, it's Tonya from Misty Newsome CPA. Today I want to talk to you about something that might seem surprising at first, but I promise it's a really smart move for all of us. We're going to be filing extensions for everyone. Now, before you panic or think that there's something wrong, let me explain exactly what this means, why we're doing it, and most importantly, what you need to do on your end. First, let's clear up what an extension actually is. A lot of people hear extension and immediately think that it's a bad thing, like you're in trouble or behind or doing something wrong, and that's just not the case at all. An extension is simply a request to the IRS for more time to file your tax return. It moves your filing deadline and lots of other deadlines from April 15th to October 15th for your personal returns and gives similar extensions for your business returns. An extension gives you more time to file, but not more time to pay. And we'll talk about that payment part a little bit more in a minute, but first let me explain why we've made this decision for everyone. There are several really good reasons why this is our new policy, and they all come down to protecting you and ensuring the highest quality of work. Reason number one, we don't know when you'll schedule your appointment. Remember in the previous videos, we explained that you get to choose your document submission deadline. That's a great feature for flexibility, but it means we can't predict exactly when everyone will be scheduling their appointments. Some of you might schedule for late January, others might schedule for March. By filing extensions for everyone from the start, we eliminate the stress of racing against the April 15th deadline. This way, no matter when you schedule your appointment, you're protected. You have breathing room. And we can maintain our 21-day turnaround commitment without the pressure of artificial deadline looming over us. Reason number two, stopping the tax day rush. You know what happens every year around April 10th? Pure chaos. Everyone suddenly realizes the deadline is coming, people start scrambling, incomplete returns get rushed through, mistakes get made. By filing extensions for everyone, we completely eliminate that rush. There's no last minute panic, no cutting corners, no stressed out calls asking, can you finish this by Friday? Instead, we can work methodically, carefully, and deliver you the quality tax preparation you deserve. Reason number three, this benefits both business and personal returns. Whether you have a personal return, a business return, or both, everyone gets an extension. This is especially helpful for business owners because your business return deadline often comes before your personal return deadline. Having extensions on both gives us the flexibility to coordinate everything properly and ensure all your returns are prepared accurately and completely. Beyond just avoiding the rush, there are some other strategic advantages to filing an extension that might actually help you. You get more time for your retirement contributions. If you discover during tax preparation that you want to make an additional retirement contributions to reduce your tax liability, an extension gives you more time to actually fund those accounts before we finalize your return. For example, if you're working on your return in July or August and realize a SEP IRA contribution would save you money, you still have time to make that contribution before we file in October. It also allows for some easier amendments if they're needed. Sometimes documents arrive late or information changes unexpectedly. If we're already on extension and something comes in after we've completed your return, but before we filed it, we can simply update the return and file it correctly the first time. If we'd already filed without the extension, we'd have to go through the whole amendment process, which is more work for everyone and can delay your refund. Here's what you need to do. Make your payments. Okay, this is the part you really need to pay attention to because this is where you have some personal responsibility. Remember, an extension is an extension to file. It's not an extension to pay. Even though we're filing your return later in the year, if you owe taxes, the IRS still expects you to estimate and pay those by the original April 15th deadline. If you don't make sufficient payments by April 15th, you could face penalties and interest on the amount you owe. Our recommendation, the safe harbor rule. Here's what we suggest to our clients. Make sure that your tax withholdings and estimated payments equal at least the amount of federal tax you owed on your previous tax returns. Let me give you a clear example. If your 2024 tax return showed that you owed $10,000 in federal income tax on line 24, then in 2025, you should make sure that you've paid at least $10,000 through withholdings on your W-2s accumulatively or estimated tax payments of that amount. If you do that, even if you end up owing more when we actually prepare your 2025 return, you won't face under penalty payments because you met the safe harbor requirement. You'll still owe the additional tax when you file, but you won't owe penalties on top of it. If you realize you haven't paid enough through withholdings, you can make an extension payment directly to the IRS. You can do this online through your personal IRS.gov account. If you need help figuring out how much to pay, reach out to us and we can set up a call to help you estimate it. Here's something really important. If you're concerned that you might owe a significant amount this year, maybe your income increased, you sold property, you started a business, whatever the reason, don't wait until tax season to find that out. Reach out to us before the end of the year to get you a tax strategy session. During a strategy session, we can estimate your tax liability for the current year, help you make estimated payments to avoid penalties, identify strategies to reduce your tax burden while there's still time, and make sure you're on track with withholdings and estimated taxes. The worst thing you can do is ignore it and hope for the best. That's how people end up with huge surprise tax bills and penalties in April and beyond. We'd much rather help you plan ahead than deal with damage control later. So let me recap. We're filing extensions for everyone, both personal and business returns. This protects you and eliminates the tax day rush. Extensions give you flexibility and us more time to do quality work. You still need to make tax payments by April 15th and use that safe harbor rule. Pay at least what you owed last year to avoid any more penalties. And if you're worried about owing, contact us for a year-end tax strategy session. I know extensions can feel unfamiliar if you've never been on one before, but I want you to know this is actually very common and a smart practice. Many high-quality accounting firms operate this way precisely because it results in better work and less stress. This isn't about us being behind or disorganized. It's about us being strategic and protecting your interests. Your only action item from this video is to make sure you're making adequate tax payments throughout the year. If you're not sure, reach out and we'll help you figure it out. In our next video, we'll cover some frequently asked questions about our new process, but we wanted to make sure we've addressed this extension topic first since it's such an important part of our new process. As always, if you have questions about extensions, payments, or anything else, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.